bed build. So a little quandary here that might help some people out. So I got a live edge piece here. I already did one. The problem is I want to get square ends. I want the ends on both ends, I guess, to be parallel. So the only way to do that, if you're cutting it on a chop saw, what you need to do is get a reference line down the middle, whatever angle you want, but that will determine your end cut. So what I did, and works pretty good, we'll throw a level up here. We'll kind of eyeball center of the, what you want here for, yeah, that looks pretty good. Some guys off on this end. Not like that. If you need a long straight edge, I got an 8-foot level. What I'm using. Use whatever you got that's handy. And somehow you want to attach it. Now there is another way to do this. If you have a piece of plywood that's got a straight edge on it, a factory edge, you can screw it to the bottom of the board. The only problem is that's going to leave holes in the bottom, but you can screw it and have it stick out past this edge far enough that it can slide up against your fence and then cut it off. So kind of have to play with that if you want to do it that way. We'll do it this way. Put this level on here. Then we're just going to draw a line right down the edge of the level. You need a good sharp pencil so you get a real fine line that's very accurate. I know, Casterman, you're going to hate me saying this, but when you're doing stuff like this, I prefer to do it. A good mechanical pencil, like a 0.05 millimeter or 0.07 millimeter with hard lead, so HB lead in it, works real well. I've used it a lot. I've used it a lot for doing trim work when I've got to be very, very accurate on my cuts. So then we'll slide it down where we want to make a cut, approximately. Turn this on, even though it's blinding. Now I've got a spot here that's touching the fence. So I know that the distance right there will never change no matter what I do to this other end. And I'm at 4. Make sure we're square there. 4 3/16. So you come out the other end of the fence. You line up your pencil mark with that. Go 4 3/16. And we'll check it here again. 4 3/16. 4 3/16. Hold it very solid. Make your cut. And I need to get my blade sharpened for my chop saw. They are dull. So, on the other end, same principle, but we get our length right, and I'm at 82 1/4. So what I got going on, these are going to be the sideboards on the bed. The bed is 79¼ inches long, and I'm going to rabbet these in 1.5 inches on each end. So I want to add 3 inches. So 79¼ plus 3 inches is 82¼ Same thing. We'll get her. Need to get it pretty close to the length. So I'll line my blade up with my mark. And put my length. I am at 5¼ to the pencil line. 5, 5 1/8, 5 1/4. 5 5/16. 5 5/16. 5 5/16. I'm adjusting that, move my mark just a little bit. Check again. 5 5/16. Okay, so now we know that these two ends are parallel with each other, as close as we can get them for this. Alright, well, I'll bring you back on the next step here in a minute. Okay, so my rabbet or tenion or whatever is going to be 1.5 inches wide or deep. So what I'm doing, this leg of this framing square is 1.5 inches. So I'm making it flush on the end. I've made a pencil mark on there, but the pencil mark's a little bit away from the edge of the level. Probably should clamp this, but I'm just going to score this with my knife, and that'll give me a very accurate line to go by. See it really well. We'll flip it over. Do the same thing on this side. Now I'm going to use the router to make this tenion. And scoring that will give me a very good line. That router will peel that up along there. I'll probably also have a stop clamped out here for the edge of my router to run against. I'll figure out that measurement here in a minute. How am I doing, Paul? Talk about a master carpenter. You guys want to watch one, go check out the Bearded Carpenter. He does this stuff all the time. Very, very good at it. Alright, there's all 4 ends. Let me get my router set up and I'll show you how that works. Alright, I got my router set up. For the most part anyway. So what you want to do is always run a test. Let's see, I want to be, so this is about 1 3/16 inches. If I go 3/4, 5/8. So I want to be about 5/16 of an inch on my depth. So I need to adjust my depth here real quick. And then we'll test it, obviously. Now what I got set up, I just clamped this level on this scrap piece of wood. And I'm going to use that for a fence so that I know how far it is from the edge of my plate to the edge of my cut. And then that way I can reference it off of here where I need to be on that, from that mark, how far back, in order to make that rabbet or mortise right. So you see how that wood curled up like that? With this scribe mark on there, it won't curl up. So we're going to go ahead and trim that off so we can get a good accurate measurement. Just try to shave it off as close as possible. So it looks like I am 2 5/8 exactly. I am at 1/4 of an inch exactly. Alright, I think we got it. And we were what? 2 5/8. So, from our scribe mark, with 2 5/8, better sharpen my pencil. Alright, so what I'm doing here, I will line up my 10-inch mark with my scribe. I'm going to go 2 5/8, right? Make a mark on this side. 2 5/8. Make a mark on this side. That's where I want my stop to line up at. Line that up there. Just using some scrap blocks of wood to bring that up a little higher so my clamp will clear the bench. Makeshift bench. I don't think it'll clear yet. Nope. I'm gonna grab it if, let's see, a quick grip will work. Okay, we're on the mark. Just to make sure. Just a little outside my scribe line, probably a 1/16. So what I'll do is use my pencil and just scribe a line real close. And move my stop over just a little bit. I think one clamp will work. Hey, you can see how there's no curling along that edge. It cut it just perfect. Right there you can see just a little bit where it was out. So now we'll go ahead and take the rest of that off. If you want, you can clean that up with a very, very sharp chisel or even maybe a plane. But I'm not too worried about it. That'll give me a little grip with the glue. We'll flip it over and do the same thing. 2 5/8. So I need to use a better measuring tool than my tape measure. Alright, I'll get the rest of them done and we'll come back with the next step. See you in a few. Alright, so we got all these routed out. Crack on there. I don't know, this is going to be interesting to see how this all turns out. So what I need to do now is I need to make a cut up here and along here, cut a notch out so that this tenion is squared off. And I'm not really too concerned about an exact length. Doesn't have to be anything particular. I'll just cut my notch whatever I want it to be. My mortise. My saw might need a sharpening job. There we go. All right, there is one tenion cut, ready to go. Hey everybody, I think we'll call that the end of part 2. So hope you enjoyed it. I hope everybody's doing good. I wound up getting that project done for Christmas, which I was pretty pressed to do that, but it's just been tough getting the video all edited and put out there for you guys to watch. But hope you stay tuned for the next ones. It turned out pretty cool. Couple things. Tasman, love you, brother. Man, what a wild week we've had, huh? I mean, everything, this whole Christmas thing. Bucking, you're awesome, dude. That live feed was just crazy. What a ride. What a community. Poke, congratulations. That's awesome, man. Start calling you Mr. McCullough. Let's see, Nick Pixel, brother. That live feed was awesome. Thank you, and congratulations to everybody that got a domain name and gift cards. Nick, that was awesome. Thanks, brother. Everybody else, all my subscribers, all you guys that comment all the time, and do we talk and stuff on Messenger once in a while, and just appreciate your support. You know, this community is just phenomenal. So life changing. You know, there's a lot of things going on in my life that right now that are kind of up in the air, and it's cool just to have this to do, and you know, people to connect with. So it helps out, and it's fun, and who knows what it'll turn into down the road. But for now, we're just doing our thing. So anyway, enough blabbing. Tin Man, love your channel, guy. Love your enthusiasm and stuff. It's awesome. So anyway, we'll see y'all on the next one. We'll get that bed wrapped up, show you the finished product, hopefully in one more part on that. So hope everybody's doing good. Take care. 307 out.